it's sometimes easier to talk with those coworkers than your own family because they have been in those situations and can help you cope with that and help you understand what went on.
You know, we have bad calls, obviously. You know, when you get back here, that's when you really see it. You know, it is a brotherhood. It really is.
The members that you get to go on those type of calls with, obviously, you know, you become really close to because they're a part of that team, and those are memories that you know you're never going to forget.
And you don't really get it until you're in it. You know what I mean? Because they talk about brotherhood, and you know, you come in and at first it's overwhelming.
Because you are around each other, you train so much together. You know, you get, I don't want to say partially emotionally attached to them. You know, it's a second family that you have that you take care of each other and you look out for each other, and just like you would a brother or sister.
It's a trust that you have to earn, you know, and I think that's a lot of people seem to forget that. It's what we do is dangerous, you know, and you have to trust the people that you're out there with. So once you develop that trust and they look at you and they say, okay, you know, this guy knows what he's doing out there, he's not going to get me hurt, that's when you start, you know, the camaraderie comes in and the brotherhood comes in, and there's not anything that you can't ask one of these guys to do for you, and they'll do it, you know, on a whim. I mean, I had, just a side note, my pool, I got a big hole in my pool, and all I had to do was call one person, and I had 10 guys there helping me put the pool liner back in. You know, it's stuff like that that we pitch in when we can. You know, if a guy needs something, not just one guy's going, 10 of us are going.
It's definitely a second family. Actually, my lieutenant, who's not here today, he has my Halloween costume from last year because he's a shorter guy, so he's trick-or-treating with his kids, and it's a full gorilla costume he's wearing. I mean, I've been out on his boat with him this summer. He came to my family's Halloween party. We're family here. You rely on each other every day.
You know, when you work on a fire department, you rely on each other. You know, so you create a whole different bond with them. You know, so it is like another family.
You know, I can't cook, so if I don't bring something from home, I pay these guys to cook. You know, I buy some of the supplies. Like tonight, you saw the masticholi. I put in for supplies, so I couldn't have cooked that. You guys would have videotaping a fire had I cooked.
And that's the draw. That's what you get out of the brotherhood, because it is a huge family.
I just come down here on my days off just to hang out. Everybody's always there for each other. I mean, we give each other a hard time, but nowhere else you can go and have a second family.
You know, you spend 24 hours with the same 6 people. You can imagine what you talk about and what you go through, and you know the stuff that you clown around about. So that's sometimes the best times.
In order to be hired as a full-time firefighter, there's a testing process you have to do, and it involves doing a physical performance test. We came up with a test where we simulate tasks that we would do on the fireground.
I'm working on probably 2.5 years now. It's something I've always wanted to do. Most of my life I've been in construction. That was kind of a means of necessity instead of what I wanted to do. I finally positioned myself. I had my own business for a while. So I saved up so that I could make this a reality. You know, because it takes time to get to where you want to be. So you've got to prepare for that so that You know, when it's you get to where you want to be, because it's a lot of work up front. Obviously, you got to go to the academy. You know, you got to work your way in. You know, I was given the opportunity by Bourbonnais, you know, to come in as a POC member, and now I'm trying to, you know, work my way up the food chain, as you will, to make myself a spot here permanently. It takes integrity. It takes a lot of commitment. It's an honorable profession. Devotion.
Well, it takes a lot of heart, ambition, drive. But the biggest thing, it's heart. You got to want it.
It takes a lot of will and determination. As you go through, you know, the training and stuff, you learn how to push yourself further than what you think that, you know, you could push yourself when you first got into the fire service. You know, just because you get hot and tired and, you know, you don't feel like you can press on anymore, you don't get that option. You have to, you know, work through it and, you know, grab a hold of your brother or sister and pull them along and say, come on, you can do this. And, you know, lots of words of encouragement there.
To give yourself to other people as far as what you know is for training, things like that. Help train everybody that comes on, and keep an open mind that you can still learn from the newest guy as you can from the youngest guy. Try never to get to the point where you think you know it all, because when you do, you're done. You should quit.
Just a strong desire to help people. That's why we got into it, was to help people. We have just it's in us to help everybody else, whether it be picking up the old lady, the 95-year-old lady at 2 in the morning that we think, oh, I got to get up for this. That's the one time she needed us the most, and we were there to make her night, her day better. To, you know, that's what it is. Everybody needs that desire. Everything else is second. You know, you can get in shape, you can learn EMS, you can learn how to do good on the fire ground, but you can't learn to want to help people.
Almost like a super person to do it.